nginibingelele ngiphinde nginamukele lolu hlelo on Car Radio, either branch with myself, uPastor Mel, uHlengiwe wakamyeza. Namhlanje ke it is a Friday ke umhla ka-26 kuNovember. Insuku zethu nje ziyasondelela, zibheke laphayana kuKhisimusi. Siyathemba ukuthi abantu bayiqaphile psychologically, bayibhekile. Even health wise we are aware ukuthi kune variant ekhona kunomkhuhlane nje okhona. Okay, well mina usungiphathile ke ngadlula kona. I hope ukuthi musukuphathile awubusabuyi. So nje abantu bayivikele, continue to wear your mask, continue to sanitize. Ungathi bese kuyashisa manje angeke sayifaka mina imask asisekho isidingo. Let me tell you, umkhuhlane ukhona and userious. I'm not saying this to bring fear in your life, but I am saying this just to give awareness out there. Siyazi ukuthi njalo if it is a Friday on this show ila sikhuluma khona sithi it is a social club la sidingida khona izinto nje ezisocial nezithukuthukisa impilo wethu. Those topics we don't talk about in parties. Those topics we don't talk about in our families. Ngoba sikhuluma ngokuthi umbonile uthenga sofa basha istokfela zonke lezo zinto, but these real life topics noma issues we don't speak about them. So ke namhlanje ke guys, we're going to speak on the topic generational wealth. Please do tune in. Make sure that you don't move because I've got some interesting stuff for you guys. Namhlanje we're gonna take it slow. I promise ukuthi angeke ngize ngigijime kakhulu. If you've got any questions, you can drop them on our Facebook page. It's Car Radio. Then where I can, I will answer ama questions akho ukuthi ngikusize ngoba guys ngempela thina we need to be this generation that is in for generational wealth. Angithi yabo omkhulu uyabahlula generational wealth, abazali bethu uyabahlula generational wealth, but thina we are the game changers. We can change the game for the generation that is coming. All right. Most ke information engizobe ngikhuluma ngayo ke namhlanje ngicela nje ukudeclare ukuthi ngifunde kakhulu kusisi uNozipho Van Heerden. Angikwazi ukupronounce isibongo sakhe because it's African. So uyena umuntu that incwadi zakhe nje ekhuluma kakhulu about investments and stuff. Angithi yabo so ke so we need to give honor where it's due, right? So I've managed ukuthi from different books I've read ngizama ukuthi ngikuhlanganisele what I can share for you today. Angithabo. So and work and make just one simplified version or things that I can share with you today, right? Let's get on eating, guys. Just chill down, phuza amanzi, phuza orosi, ube right, ulalele, because I'm going to shake your brain. I'm going to answer your questions, maybe you or now. Let us address this term, generational wealth. What is generational wealth, right? Generational wealth, it is a wealth that gets transferred from generation of a family to the next, right? It may consist of unavailable assets, right, such as cash, real estate, the ownership of a family business, normal stock market investments, right? So if we are speaking about generational wealth, we are speaking about that because we have seen, guys, ukuthi into thina esishayayo as Black Africans kakhulu ngingasho njalo ukuthi njalo uma siqala impilo siqala from zero, we qala from scratch because abazali bethu banezikweletu esithi masisebenza fanele uqedele isikweletu sosofa, fanele uqedele ibondi, fanele wenza. I remember I remember at home when my uncle got his first job at Eskom. The first thing umkhulu wami ayenza ngoba umuzi wawusukhona, okay, wayesekwazile ukusecurisha iproperty ukuthi sibe nomuzi, but ibond esayikhokhela yomuzi. But the first thing he did nje umalume amethola ipayslip, he went kaLuwisi wahamba wayothatha isikweletu sosofa because umalume needs to pay for that debt. Without speaking anything nomalume ukuthi will he afford or anything, wahamba uthatha sofa angithi yabo uyaqala ukusebenza unama family debts ekufanele abakhokhe. Then they had to sit down and negotiate ukuthi how he will take over into paying a bond. Angithi yabo then he had to take over and pay for a bond. Unfortunately, my grandparents, they didn't live isikhathi esiningi after the death of after umalume wami eseqashiwe, baphila isikhathi esincane. So badlula emhlabeni, what happened kwawukuthi umalume nasi isikweletu sosofa, amakhabethe asinawo, isikweletu samakhabethe, nansi ibhondi. Luckily ke umkhulu wami was the wise man. Indlu wayeyifake under insurance yokuthi should he die, i-insurance pay up. But I think insurance said to him he will need to pay, I think for 3 months or 6 months up until a claim is cleared. Then bazomrefunda leyo mali ayikhokhile for these months. So he had to pay that money and stuff. Angithabo. So akakwazi ukuqala izinto zakhe, umkhulu akasekho, sinaku thina sikhona sabashana, fanele aqhubeke asinakekele la ekhaya. Angithabo. So akaqali lutho ngempilo yakhe. Wokuqala lo msebenzi uthole semdala, akawuthola ngeyingane, but usanjani usakhokha ikweletu zasekhaya. That's what I am encouraging here today on a show. Yokuthi that needs to change. Angithi akufanele uqale phansi ukhokha ikweletu zasekhaya ubone ukuthi odropa ukho lezo zinto. So we can do all that so that the next generation what they will need to do bazofike babuild a foundation esikhona thina esibabekele yona. So I have described the term elithi generational wealth ukuthi it's a wealth that gets transferred from one generation of a family to the next. It doesn't stop. From that generation, they will pass the baton to the next generation, to that generation, to that generation, and that generation. Uthola ukuthi nje siyathandaza guys, siyawanqamula ama-generational cases, but we don't go further. Last kuluma akhona about generational blessings, about generational wealth. It's not enough to cut some generational cases, then we don't build any foundation. Because if we speak about generational cases, we are not only speaking about iqalekiso zokungashadi, iqalekiso zokugula la ekhaya, we are still speaking nalezi iqalekiso ze-poverty. Zokuthi wonke umuntu la ekhaya nje mesebenza kufanele abe nesikweletu, kufanele kuhlushekwe, kufanele aphile ngomashonisa. Lokho nje guys kukodwa kwasakona kuyi-generational curse. So once you have dealt with that generational curse, you need to move to the next stage of building the generational wealth. I think in the upcoming weeks, the next coming weeks, I'm going to still dwell in this topic of building the generational wealth because it is so important. Sina siphila reckless. So reckless. Kube lula nje ukuvuka every day. Hayibo mntaka baba, ingane zakho mungashona uzozishiyela ini? Okay. I've got a life cover, mina ka 2 million. But are you giving your children any financial education? How to manage wealth, how to manage money, or you are only taking your child to school to study physics and maths, but then you leave your child with these millions. You don't have this conversation with your children. Your child is already a 16-year-old. Like useless topics with your child. Start talking now with your children. It's okay. Should they show now? You will go la niela. I've got money and when it says zonke lezo zinto. We know we are so secretive ngoba sinaloke ukuthi lezi ngane mase zingibulala. If ingane zakho sezikubulala for your money isono sabo, but nothing pains njengalokuthi umzali ashiye some little wealth but uthola ukuthi no one in the family knows about it, abazi ukuthi khona imali ekade lapha. Usuyoloku uzama ukubuya ngephupho. Mina nje njengoba ngisindisiwe ufike ephuphweni ngizokurebuke, uzofunani ngoba abalele abaqhubeke balala. Angithi yabo, I'll just rebuke you even before you open your mouth nje egcineni. So uzama ukubuya ngephupho ukuthi ke nginemali. Even these dreams they come so figurative, awukwazi nokwa interpret. Uthi uyaye esontweni uzama ukucela umzalwane ukuthi aku-interpretele iphupho, athi nje thina sihlangani nomoya wamadlozi ngqweng, awazi ukuthi kufanele kwenzakale njani. Isale kanjalo i-wealth, ayikho i-wealth ngoba now you need to sit down, have this conversation with your children, ukhulume nawo, give your children financial education. Fundisa izingane zakho ngemali, fundisa izingane zakho i-discipline when it comes to money. Yazi ukuthi I can't just buy anything anytime because mommy affords to buy me. Fanele azi ukuthi if you spend money, you plan, you budget. Yabo zonke lezo zinto, you need to teach your children that, right? So there is a quote la engithandayo saying that Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Meta, that we know as Facebook, uthi the biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking any risk, right? The biggest risk is not taking any risk. Siphela esikhathini sama-risk bafethu. You take risk, uyangena ushibilike ubhakazeke, it doesn't work. You try that business, lihluleke. It doesn't mean ukuthi uma leli business selihlulekile, you need to stop there. Zame elinye, vuka uyithatha uyitaste, uzame elinye. Melihluleka nalo uzame elinye, because we are living in a world that is changing very, very quick. And the only strategy, guys, is guaranteed to fail. It's a strategy of not taking any risk. About the strategy of taking a risk, asikho guaranteed ukuthi ungafeyila ngoba now you are taking risk. But if you don't take any risk, this is a guaranteed strategy that you are going to fail. Angithabo. So let me ask you these questions. Do you have an income problem or a spending problem? Which one are you? Khona abantu abane-income problem, abanayo income, bayafisa ukuba ne-income but they don't. Abanye income banayo but they've got a spending problem. Which category do you belong in? In a spending problem or in an income problem? Khona ke into engimangazayo ke. Khona uzothi no, mina I'm so disciplined. Khona abantu ba-stingy. I am so disciplined. I don't like spend like anyhow, recklessly. Stingy, I will spend it recklessly, but you've got no investment. You've got no future wealth. Uthi usuyigcinile ke le mali yakho, wayinqonqela. Mase ugcinile ukuyikhipha kancane 150 athenga ama-data, 50 rand athenga i-airtime. Uncozulu ekugcineni yenze njani? Iphelele ezandleni. Ngobani? Nakho ukuspenda ungenayo i-plan on how to spend your money. It's a disaster on its own. Usuyinqonqelile kodwa izophuma ilithenga idatha, iphuma ithenga i-airtime, udlule laphaya. Uyabaza abantu abangafuni ukugross full ngoba izomkhokhisa imali enkulu ethilini, uzokhokha u-3,000 and lo 3,000 uzomphathisa nge-heart attack. Mese njalo esitolo abuye nama-pieces, ne-tray lama-pieces ngoba i-tray lama-pieces lu-60 rand melikhokhele. But menga-calculate lama-pieces monthly, ahlanganisa imali yawo, izokhipha lo 500 wemali wenyama abezoyithenga at once. Usually uma kuyi-month end kuba nama-sale, abezoyithenga mhlawumbe ngo-450, usene-discount. Uzothi omunye 50 rand vele mfundisa imali kancane kanje, do you know ukuthi that 50 rand you can invest it, because ama investment they start ngakutshela last time ngathi mina khona ngisho ama shares awu 3 cent. Imagine ke uthenga ishare elu 3 cent ngo 50 rand. You are taking this 50 rand, you are investing this 50 rand. Ngithi yabo, but then mususuqala wena lokuthenga ngama pieces igcina imali isiwu 600 ngobani uyafaba ukubona imali enkulu lapha ethini ukuthi ha imali engaka nina mgrosa labantu abagrosa ukudla ko 3000. I think I had the challenge with my neighbor. Besithi njalo mase yogroba usolutho ukuthi mhlambe because umngani noma uzofika. Mase siyibo lokudla nje kuyimali nongaka sishi price. Hayi kodwa busi niyayimosha imali. Hayi niyayimosha imali man. Ukudla ngaka shothi mina ngiphila lokudla. And I'm like mina ngigrosa ngo 300 nje. I'm like 300. What are we doing wrong thina? Nje sikhipho 3000 yini le elo esiyenza wrong ngempela, because after COVID yonke into nje ibizile. Igrosa ka 1.5 iphenduka yabo 3000 kube no 100% change nje kuma ekudleni. Kodwa mase sengibuka lo 300 usho ukuthi ugrosa ngo 300 ukudla zokudla 2 days. After 2 days ubuyele esitolo ukhipha omunye 300. After 2 days abuye. And I'm like, such foolishness. Angazase ugrosa ngo 300 esho into u2 kg we rice no 2 liter wamafutha kuncane ukudla 3 days, then after that ifanele abuyele esitolo. Then during the month ubona ngaye useye ebhukwini lapha e-tech shop, kune-tech shop ke la ngasekhaya ekweletisayo. Useye ebhukwini lapha e-tech shop uyathatha ngezinto ngesikweletu month end usene debt yokudla. I-rice e-tech shop elu 50 rand esitolo, e-tech shop lu 70 rand. Can you imagine thina how we as people we think? Angithi yabo. So it's very important ukuthi uyibheke ukuthi uma sithi a spending problem thina we quickly jump ekutheni sibuka ukuthi uphatha imali bhlabha uyaspenda. No, lo muntu lengikhuluma ngaye une spending problem ngoba ugrosa ngo 300 mase yahamba yokweleta tech shop ngoba akakwazi ukuspenda. Khona abantu, do you know khona abantu abangakwazi ukugrosa? Khona umuntu angamnikeza u3000 ukuthi akahamba yogrosa ngeke azabuye nokudla. Ngeke. Khona umunye ubaba wayesho ukuthi mina unkosikazi wami akakwazi ukugrosa, mengimnikeza imali akabuyi nokudla. Uzobuya nezinto ezimnandi, uzobuya namabhega, abuye namaroli, abuye ne-ultraman, abuye angabuyi ne-tuna fish, abuye ne-tuna fish, abuye nje izinto ezikhala kahle, but solid food, i-rice nempuphu noflour namafutha no-anyanisi namazambane akakuthenganga. Ngobani? Abakwazi ukugross, yabo? Kanti uma usuwumfazi usukhulile, usuhlala phansi nezindali la, ubeka uSpar, ubeka uShoprite, ubeka uCheckers, ubeka uPick n Pay, nazi impesheli. Uyabona manje ukuthi ngithi siphila on challenging times, very challenging financially. Awusakwazi ukuvela ungene eka game uthi igross. Ayibo mina ngacishe ngashawa inhliziyo sengithenga i-rice ngo 150 mengifika uNkulunkulu ame Pick n Pay lu 120. Ngawukhalela lo 30 rand wami ngathi awemali lo 30 rand. Hayibo. Omunye umuntu bengathi you are so stingy. No, it's not being stingy. It's to act wisely. Thina siyajaha ukujampa kulezi imfundiso serious ukuthi okay, imali iyodwa principle ekufanele uyibambe ngayo. Imali ifune uyispende ngegratitude. Mukade uthenga i-rice, say thank you with this rice. Mukade uthenga icathulo, thank you money ukuthi ngikwazile ukuthenga, ngiyabonga uNkulunkulu ukuthi ngikwazile ukuthenga nazi icathulo. Imali ifuna lokho, ifuna igratitude. Angithi yabo, kodwa futhi though ifuna igratitude, ifuna i-wisdom, ifuna ukuthi we spend wisely. I told you ukuthi as much as money is a coin, it's a note, but imali is spiritual. The moment you don't give your money name, it goes wherever. Ngoba imali idesignela ukuthi ifuna ukuspendwa, ayifuni imali ukuhlala ndawonye. Imali ifuna ukucirculate. That is why ngithi mina invest your money so that your money can circulate, because if wena uthi ngizoyibeka mina ivele icreate inkinga, ugulingane uthathe kule mali ihambe, kwenzakala ukuthi I'm speaking from into engiyaziyo, angithi la to a point yokuthi okay, there was a time where we had a lump sum of money like high endlini, ayisihluphanga imfene kanje. Tshela ebusuku ugijima imfene, ngeke understand ngithi mina hayibo khona umuntu osathatha ngempela esikhathini samanje. Then my fiance axoxela omunye ubaba emsebenzini osekhulile, because abantu abakhulile bayazazi izinto. Then lo baba mase ethi bahlushwa imfene, ikhona yini imali abayibeka endlini eyizumbulu, because imfene iyayizwa imali esendlini. Sometimes isuke attractwa yilokho. Angithi yabo mina ngaleke ngiyibuka imali yami la ngithi isakhona la edroweni ayintshontshwanga, kanti spiritually abathakathi bayayithatha. Mina ngalesikhathi sengifuna ukuyisebenzisa la ayisazenzi idingo ngoba ayisena value spiritually, intshontshiwe, mina ngashiyelwa icoin, ngashiyelwa inote. Angithi yabo kasi mina hayibo kanti lento is serious kanje. Then I started to look back where I kept money. Ngabona ukuthi ngangibeka imali ngibekela into ethize la endlini, yagcina ngempela lonto ngingayenza. Okunalokho kwavela inkinga, kwaqhuma ipayipi lamanzi, ngabiza uplumber wafuna imali yakhe, amapayipi abiza, ngathi ngisababaza ipayipi lamanzi kwafika iketelo, ngathenga iketelo, ngathi ngisababaza iketelo kwafi iayini. Angithi yabo, because money was not circulating. So money loves to circulate. So you need to teach yourself how you spend money. Every month sit down and give your money name. Mifika inikeze igama, so that le mali esele kuwena izokwazi ukuthi isihambile yakubanikazi bayo, nalesele inikeze igama kwasayona ukuthi wena igama lakho u-investment. That's you. Angithi yabo, how do you do that? You do that by having a book, by having a note. Sinama computer manje, we've got phones. Okay, khona basathanda ukubhala. Write down all your expenses and you give your money your name. Distribute it. Electricity bill, water bill, man. Uma isuka kuwena iyazazi ukuthi mina 200 ngiya ku electricity bill, mina 100 rand ngiya ku water bill. Ngeke ivele isuke iye kudokotela for i-prescription kade kufanele iye, kade kufanele iyokhokha i-electricity bill. So that is my 2 cent opinion, opinion or information that I am giving you, right? I hope it helps. Just try the trick of giving your money name and see ukuthi angeke yini ize ikusebenzele leyo trick of giving imali yakho igama. Okay, njengoba ke sisakule topic yethu ke la sikhuluma khona about ama-generational wealth. Okay, into engifuna ukisho ke kuwena ukuthi mina, stop complaining and making excuses. The big question is, what are you doing? Or what are you going to do to fix your income problem and to fix your spending problem? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Ukuthi ngenzani ukulungisa lenkinga yami? What are you doing? It's not enough ukuloku complain ngokuthi hey mina ngina income. What are you doing to get an income? You don't need to be hired to have an income. You can create your own income. Hey mina ngiyangihlola ukuspend. What are you doing? Guys, ulwazi luchithe saka. Go to Google how to do a grocery, how to do shopping. So if you do that research, it's going to give you ama-tips sokuthi kugroswa kanjani. Kunama group go Facebook abizwa ngokuthi stockpiling, where women they teach each other, advising each other ukuthi it's always wise ukuthi when you buy you stockpile, because this is how the market works. Uma amafutha kade kwi-sale for 2 months, the next 3 months azobe iprice yawo isho lapha phezulu, right? I told my mom, I-sunflower oil ike yaqonga yashona phezulu, iqongile nje actually yashona phezulu, amafutha sabona egijima ko-200 and ba. Okay, that was a good opportunity for us Africans ukuthi sishiye sunflower ngoba uphathisana ngo-BP wasiphathana nayo yonke into, sibuyele ngalabo canola oil. Okay, we decided to, okay, canola on that time drop price yayo, it was 50 rand per 2 liter. Okay, I said, ma'am, let us stockpile la mafutha ngoba ucanola into azoyenza nayo for 2 months azoshipa la mafutha, then the next month azoba expensive. We said yeah, we sathenga nangempela. It was according to my prediction, about 2 months. After that, canola went to 70 something rand, 75 rand per 2 liter from 50 rand. Do you understand? And it's in a separate piece. Ngobani sinawo la endlini maningi amafutha sawathenga ngalesikhathi enjani ebisale. So if you see something that is on sale, unayo imali yokuyithenga, stockpile on it. If your toilet paper is cheap this month, kube nama-sale ko-Clicks angithi yabo, stockpile the toilet paper. You know ukuthi for next 6 months or how many months, when I'm doing my grocery, I won't include the toilet paper. You have saved leyo mali ye-toilet paper. These are the tricks, guys, esizofundisana wona ukuthi when you shop with wisdom, mfethu, usebenzisa ingqondo, ungavele nje ungena esitolo ukhiphe icard uswipe. No, times have changed. We can't work like that now. Angithi yabo, abantu abaney'ngane nephews buka ukuthi uDiscam une-sale this month, uClicks une-sale ye-Pampers, stockpile one-Pampers. Angithi yabo, ugcina i-Pampers yakho. You don't need to say, oh, yeah, size 5 or we say, my baby is wearing size 3. Buy size 5. Keep size 5 in the house ngoba ingane yakho ayimile, iyakhula, uyaya ku size 5 ekugcineni. Yangithi yabo, uzosefika ku size 5, amanakena size 5 aseyabiza, but when you are stress free ngobani wathenga lesikhathi ebisale. Sikhulume kodwa ngama-sale namhlanje, sikhuluma about generational wealth. Angithi yabo, so ke guys, fanele sibe nama-financial goals, right? Financial goals are very, very important. Thininye into ke shaya ukuthi if you are starting from scratch with your finances, uqala from a large debt njengoba kade ngisengishilo. Can you imagine? Okay, ngiyabona ke le group efunda manje ukuthi uNSFAS use-free, but ke le group eyafunda uNSFAS engakabi ibhasari esayi-loan, but mebeqede umsebenzi balinde ukuthi they need to pay up a loan yaka NSFAS. But uyacabanga ukuthi ngakuzoba mnandi kanjani ukube your parents they saved for your university fees? Ngaba ubanganaso stress of paying that debt. Okay, ukube your parents they secured a site somewhere, ngabe banganaso stress sokuthi uthenge isite musuphinde uyakha, ngabe wafike wakha. If babe ne property, ngabe banganaso stress sokuthi uthenge labazali bakhe property, ngabe wa move out from home wahamba wayothenga property of your own. Because these financial mistakes enzakalile kuthina, we don't need to repeat them, guys. As being, we can prevent this, right, by starting a new habit of budgeting. Learn to budget. If you've got a plan to have kids, you need to start now planning for your kids. Ayibo guys, akusekho isikhathi sokuthi manje uvela ulethe ingane emhlabeni nje ungacabanganga. We need to plan to ukuletha ingane emhlabeni because children, they are very expensive. Make sure that you secure your financial future for your child before you have a plan in place ukuthi mase fikile okay sizophila ngani. But guys, if Ramaphosa can wake up tomorrow and say, give a grant, what will happen to most of the families? So you can't just have ingane ngoba naku uthi ukhona 450. You can't raise ingane ngo 450, right? But the big question ithi manje, how do you build? Sengikuzwile mfundisi Pastor Mel, how do I build a generational wealth? Because I want to build a generational wealth, right? Asiqalelanake. Do you know ukuthi money can work for you? When ungasebenzi imali yakhe ikusebenzele. And the more money you put to work, the faster it grows and the larger it grows. Kanjani? Uma investe kancane, the payout izoba ncane, futhi izokhula kanjani? Izokhula kancane. But the more money you put on investing, the faster it grows, the larger it grows, right? If you have a source of income when in Malaysia now 2-350, you can start building your own wealth today. You can start from 10 rand, you can start from 100 rand, you can start from 500 rand. It's a matter of taking a risk, right? Once you've become financially independent, you will not live by paying check to pay check. Right? But you will stop worrying about what will happen if I lose my job. Guys, have a retirement plan. A retirement plan, have it. If you retire, ngizophila ngani? Mina ngiretire ngizophunyelwa izimbulu, uzozenzani lezo izimbulu? Do you know ukuthi 1000 alisana value? Asumuntu uzophunyelwa izimbulu esho 60,000. 1,000 alisana value, 1,000 ivalue yalo manje 100 rand. 100 rand uyivalue ka 10 rand. Angithi yabo? Have a retirement plan, save for your retirement. Have a saving for rainy days. Should ibhadi nje lingifikela kuthiwa I am fired, kuzokwenzakalani? Angithi yabo? Okay. The reason why we should build wealth, it's so that we can have time and freedom. Guys, we can't spend time with our children. Ngoba every day sivuka ekuseni siye emsebenzini siyozamela abantwana bethu. Okay, let me just share this. My fiance, uyafuna ipost emsebenzini. Then, okay, we sat down naye when sizoshada, sakhuluma ukuthi okay, imali kwenzakala njani, blah 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 zonke lezo zinto. Okay, planning for the future. Then we said we give ourselves a target yokuthi uzinikeza 3 years so that he can retire early emsebenzini. It's not even early. Khona ezoyeka nje ukusebenza because right now we can't spend time together. Yazi ngobani? Usebenza 6 to 6 hour shift. Uhamba ngo6 ekseni abuye ngo6 ntambama. Mebuye ukhathele kufanele adle alale done. Ngithi yabo uma eshiftile kwi-night shift ungena u6 ntambama aphuma u6 ekseni, it means during the day he needs to rest. Do you see ukuthi ukusebenza it takes much of our time? So we need to free that. We need to free ourselves from that slavery of being employees. Yokuba iqashwa siqashiwe, we need to free. Then we said we are giving ourselves a target ka 3 years ukuthi we're gonna build a solid, stable business that generates income, right? Pushing ekutheni pay up umuzi, keveli imoto he doesn't owe. Pushing ekutheni pay up umuzi, the little debt that is left, right? Every cent sifaka there, so that me retire uyazi ukuthi I'm done ngisikweletu somuzi. Then if focus is ekutheni, if we buy a car, we buy the car cash, then we open the another account eceleni saving for the car. Angithi yabo, then ngala paying zonke lezo zinto. Then emsebenzini kumele ipost ke may apply le post angayitholi le post le. Then he was like so worried. Then uMayengcwele said to me, why are you worried now? Because if le post ubeyithatha ubezoba comfortable ngomholo omkhulu ase uhola manje azakhohlwe igoal ka 3 years yokuyeka emsebenzini eniyibekele yona. But don't lose the vision now. put more effort ekutheni nenze vision yenu to comfort ukuthi ivele so that no 3 years enibekele wona nizokwenza njani nizokwazi ukuthi no achieve khona ezinye izinto okuyitshela ukuthi ziyi-blessing kanti ziyi-curse in disguise uthi ngithola i-promotion emsebenzini sengizohola 20,000 extra. It's a trap, it's a hook yokugcina uyislave ungenasikhathi sokuhlala emsebenzini long hours. You don't see your children. Awukwazi nokuphuma uyolanda ingane yakhe esikoleni ngo-1 kodwa umqashi wakho yena ngo-1 uyaphuma yo-pick up yakhe ingane. Wena yakho ingane kufanele uyifake uyinjani uyifake kumalume i-travel ngomalume kodwa yena ngobani uyi-boss fanele aphume early ahambe ayolanda ingane abuye. Asisebenzelele ukuba ama-boss nathi guys. Angithi yabo? We need a freedom to spend more time with our loved ones, to take a time off, to travel the world guys. Nje i-goal yakho yeyokuthi I wanna quit this stressful job. Kodwa don't just quit ungenayo i-plan. Ibhizinisi lingakugenerate imali e-tripled than what you are getting from your salary. Angithi yabo, when ibhizinisi vele likufakela u-20 rand usuyayeka emsebenzini okukhokhela u-2,000 uyekela u-20 rand. Don't do that. Be wise, hlakanipha, right? I-freedom to follow your passion. Right now sisebenza imisebenzi esingayithandi ngoba sidinga imali. Angithi yabo, i-freedom to choose how, right? Okay, let's move quickly. How come in this generation we are earning more money than the previous generation, but still we are unsatisfied with life and unhappy with our earnings? How come? Omkhulu bebehola 2 rand, thina sihola 20,000. How come we are still unsatisfied? Mina ngathiwa kabi ukuthi umkhulu wayevuka every day usebenzela upondo. Ngakhala mina manje ngingafika waholelwa u2 rand. Okay, how come? Okay, let me just share my 2 cents. Okay, factors that I've realized ukuthi they are making us ukuthi sibe kanje. We sinemali eningi nemali ababenayo but still we are not satisfied. Unemali eningi khona umuntu ohola u2,000 wena une-income ka20,000 ka50,000 but still you are not satisfied. Yini lesenza ukuthi singabi satisfied? It's because we have used our greater incomes, right? Too easy ama-access ethu to get loans. Mina ngoba ngihola 50,000 ngiyaqualify for i-loan ka 200,000 uyagijima ebhenki yokwenza i-loan ka 200,000. It's because we've got easy access to buy more stuff and get bigger loans. But at the same time, the more stuff we buy, guys, and the more loans we take, the more we lose control on our time and our income. The more you buy things on debt, the more you lose control of your finances. Usuyahola isihamba nezikweletu zonke. Sekufanele usebenza ama-overtime now. Ukwazi ukuthini uzokwazi ukuphila from day to day. Okay. We have become slaves to the slaves of things, izinto esifunayo. A slave of a good car, a slave of a double story, a slave of a good furniture. If you can't buy it cash, you don't afford it. Work ekutheni we afford ink. Ifoni yami yangihlupha. Khona into ethi ngothatha i-contract ngizoyikhokhela 34 months. I said no. How about if I can save and get a reasonable phone ezokwazi ukwenza zonke izinto? Because sometimes ufuna ukuphatha ifoni nje ka-34,000 wena kodwa awuyazi nokuthi lo phone ka-34,000 uzoyenzani. You are receiving calls, ucheck uWhatsApp usuqedile, ubuka uTikTok ngefoni ka-34,000. Okay, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Ukuphatha ifoni ka-34,000 ye-contract kodwa uhambe uyogibela nathi etekisini? Sina we can't even tell the difference kuma-iPhones ukuthi i-13 i-12 le i-iPhone sina yonke into i-iPhone ukuthi-ke yini nani. So if we are buying the iPhone to impress us, we are impressing a wrong group of people lapha eTexini asihlangene. Angithi yabo? So njengoba sengishilo ukuthi the more things we buy on debt, the more we lose control of our financial freedom. Because guys, you end up owing, right? Our end result is that increasing income, increasing debt, increasing buying, increasing taking of loans. Khona omunye uthi emsebenzini nje ngithola i-promotion. Okay. Ngiyothenga imoto mfana. Hawu. Sithini installment sale moto? Installment sale moto silingana exactly nale increase ayitholile. Okusho ukuthi le increase eyokuthi fanele adrive le moto. The big question is ube nezikweletu engakalona. Uzozimaintain ngalezi zikweletu ngoba kusho ukuthi kulezo zikweletu zakhe sekufanele a-add i-maintenance yemoto. That's foolishness, guys. It's foolishness. Usuthola i-promotion emsebenzini, iya-move ukuthi uyosebenza kwenye province. Usuqasha i-flat ka-5,000. Le mali ye-promotion isihamba nemqasho wonke. Kunoma uyifunela i-room elokishini ka-700 rand. Then you know ukuthi you've got 4,300 extra emalini oyiholayo ozokwazi ukuthi usebenzisele for good things and for wise things. Angithi yabo? So okay guys, I would love to continue from here, but time is not on my side. I think let me just wrap this show here. Next week we're gonna look at the stock market. So there are these questions: how does investing work? Right? So someone mfundisi ngikuzwile ukhulume kakhulu ke I wanna start investing, but I don't understand how this thing of investing works. I'm going to answer your questions next week. How does investing work? Because we need to start investing from now. So I hope from today's show you were able to learn something. From me, myself, Pastor Mel, I am saying love and light to you till we meet again next week. I love you so much, guys. Bye.